Disneyland is hiding a very dark secret that will definitely make you think twice before you plan on visiting the most magical place on Earth.
The most magical place on Earth.
Well, guess what? Some people think there's more to it than just fun and games. They say Disneyland might be hiding something dark, like people dying there.
Disneyland, I don't know.
Yeah, that sounds pretty wild. The place has seen everything from allegations of hiding deaths to Walt Disney's frozen head. And trust us, these are just the beginning of the crazy theories about Disneyland. But before that, do not forget to subscribe to Unexplained. So, going on a roller coaster at Disney parks is always a thrill, right? But think about it. Super crazy ride means super crazy risks too. But here's the thing. Despite Disneyland being around for ages, there was never any news of anyone getting seriously injured or living there. Ever wonder why? Well, some say it's not because accidents don't happen, but because Disneyland might be hiding them. They claim that over the years, there have been deaths at Disneyland that they don't want us to know about. And get this, some even think Disneyland might be in cahoots with the local authorities to hush up any investigations into these deaths. One of the most talked about incidents is the sad case of a young boy named Mark Maples, who had a tragic accident on the Matterhorn bobsleds ride back in 1964. They say he was found unconscious on the ride and rushed to the hospital, but sadly, he passed away 4 days later. It's a real heartbreaker, and it definitely makes you think twice about hopping on those rides, right? But hold on, because there's more to this story. In the darkness of the ride, it was tough to see exactly what went down, but here's the thing. One of Mark's friends looked over and saw Mark falling out of the bobsled. Can you imagine? And you'd think when something like that happens, emergency services would swoop in right away. But nope, it wasn't that quick. It wasn't until another sled came back with a similar story that the ride finally stopped, and they called in the emergency crew. So, was Mark really just found unconscious on the ride like they said? Or is there something Disneyland didn't want us to know? The whole thing was pretty murky until a former Disneyland worker spilled the beans with a jaw-dropping revelation. Tom Cruz, a former Disney employee, made this bizarre claim on TikTok. According to Tom, nobody can actually die at Disney World. If someone were to die at Disney, they wouldn't be officially declared dead until they're off the property. It's like they're kept in some sort of limbo until they're out of Disney's hands. But hold on to your hats, because Tom had one chilling tale to tell from his time at Disneyland that still gives him the heebie-jeebies. So, Tom was just doing his thing, helping people get onto the go-kart ride when he noticed a family with an older gentleman. But then, out of the blue, the old man just collapsed, hurting himself badly. Luckily, there was a doctor in line who rushed over to help, and they called emergency services right away. But here's the fishy part. The old man wasn't breathing at all, and despite everyone's efforts, including CPR, they couldn't bring him back. It took 15 minutes before they could get him out of the park to get more help. And guess what? It was only after they got him off the property that he was officially declared dead. Why would the team even try to make efforts to revive a person who is not breathing? Are the allegations really true? No one can say for sure. One thing's for sure. It's not the first time Disneyland has been accused of hiding deaths. If you're hooked on this story so far, don't forget to subscribe to Unexplained. You know the Disney movie Frozen, right? Super catchy songs.
Let it go, let it go.
But get this, there's a wild theory floating around about this movie. Some netizens think Frozen is not just about the icy adventures of Anna and Elsa. It was actually a neat, sneaky trick to cover up something way more creepy, like Walt Disney's frozen body. Are you familiar with the theory of how Walt Disney froze his body to be revived again? Well, lots of people do, and Disney didn't like people going up and searching Walt Disney Frozen on Google. And allegedly Frozen the movie is only made to cover up these tracks. And some say the frozen head is allegedly being stored under the Magic Kingdom castle. It all started shortly after Disney died in December of 1996. Just a few weeks later, a reporter claimed to have snuck into the hospital where Disney died. And get this, he said he broke into a storage room and saw Disney's body in a cryogenic metal cylinder. And Disney was also super into futuristic tech stuff, which only fueled this speculation even more. And get this, the first guy ever to be cryogenically frozen just happened to be in the same city where Disney's supposedly buried. and he was frozen just a month after Disney passed away, which suggests that the technology for cryogenic freezing existed in the same place and at the same time. Hold on to your hats, because it's about to get way crazier. Bob Nelson, the former president of the Cryonics Society of California, claimed that Disney had actually called and asked tons of detailed questions about being frozen while he was still sick. Coincidence? Seems pretty fishy to me. Underneath Disneyland's happy exterior, there are many secrets and mysteries that to date remain unexplained. What are your thoughts about Disneyland's mysteries? Do let us know in the comments down below. If you liked the video, do not forget to hit the like button and subscribe to Unexplained for more such interesting content. Till then, stay tuned and stay curious.